Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to naysayers. This is very important. And there's a naysayer for those who, for whatever reason, might not know. They're the type of people who will tell you that you can't do something, you can't succeed at something. Or it's like, oh, you can't do that. And there's two general types of naysayers. And in fact, let me give you an example of some naysayers, and I'll use my own self. When I first started writing, I had a lot of naysayers. I would tell people, yeah, I want to write and everything. They were like, oh, you can't make money doing that. That was the main thing. How can you afford to support yourself? They don't make a lot of money. And I'm like, now, one of the naysayers actually asked me to look at my work. Now, the supportive people, they were like, hey, what do you have? And even some of the supportive people who saw my earlier stuff, they gave me constructive criticism. But see, the naysayers didn't even go that far. See, the naysayers, they'll say you can't do anything. And it's really based on two things. The first thing is they say you can't do something because they haven't succeeded in life. They haven't made a dream come true. And so they automatically project that onto other people. And it's a real issue. They don't know if you're talented or not. They don't know. Did they check? It's different if they saw your work and, they say, you know what, you might have been playing music for a while and they've actually heard your work. And quite frankly, they didn't give you constructive criticism. They say, you know what, I don't know. And even then, if they were right, if they were good friends, they say, hey, you know what? I hear what you got, but you really need to work on some stuff. That's positive. They ain't telling you no. They just saying, okay, work to get better. All right. But you get some people who just say no. And it could be whatever that you want to do, whatever your dream is. And it's really not based on, and sometimes you might be very talented at something, but it's not based on what you're doing. It's not based on that. It's based on their own fears, their own issues and everything. That's a very important thing to consider, So you got to watch them. Like one thing you would say to them is like, well, are you familiar with that field? That's what I would ask. When people would say stuff, I was like, well, have you written before? Are you familiar with writers? And usually it's like, no, then how you know what it takes to make it in that field? If you're getting somebody saying who's actually been in that field and they giving you constructive stuff about, okay, you need this, this, and this. Okay, you listen to them, but they'll be the type to help you. But, some people just project their own failures, their own lack of success onto you. So you can't really listen to them. And then you have some naysayers that just are plain haters. They're just plain haters. Let's just be real. A lot of people feel like if they're doing something great, that everyone will support them automatically. Everybody be happy for them. Yeah, right. I wish it was that way. Understand something. When you have a lot of people, they not doing well, and they see that you even have potential to do something, sometimes they're not trying to push you along, or they want you in the same boat as them. That's a very important thing. They just, and sometimes it ain't even about talent. Sometimes they just don't like you. They just don't like you. They will look for anything. You ever have people, they look for the smallest thing to say, yeah, you did that, or you did that to break you down. And you know what? It might not even you did anything to them personally. It could have been a situation where they're not going, life ain't going well, and they're jealous of you for whatever reason. You might not have done anything to them. In fact, that's usually the case when you got haters. And if they get a chance, they'll try to gaslight you into thinking that you're not talented or something. You can't listen to them either. Ultimately, when you go on for something in life, the most important person that needs to believe in you. In fact, I'm going to tell you how to find that person. And you can find it right now. Get your phone. Hey, once you finish listening to this, get your phone out. Put your camera on, like where you can film yourself, and that person looking back at you, that's the person that needs to believe in you. If you're near a mirror, go look at that person. You need to believe in yourself. Because if you look at the people who succeeded in life, there were always some people who didn't believe in them. I was reading something. I think this was Steve Harvey. I think it was Steve Harvey. I saw a meme about him, about a teacher who said he wouldn't succeed in life or something, or wouldn't get on TV. And so Steve would buy this guy or a person, I don't know if it was a guy, but a person, a TV every year. And that happens. There's always that person who's like, oh, you ain't going to do it. Shoot. Rom had a kindergarten teacher who said that. Oh, man. Yeah, she was surprised. Seriously, I had a kindergarten teacher who would say that. I mean, you just gonna get that. See, people are always gonna be there, but you gotta believe. I'm gonna tell you what. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know what you're talented at doing. And you know what? Say it's something you haven't done before. You don't have any talent in. Hey, guess what? You can learn. If you want to do something, just go ahead. There's always going to be somebody to stop you or try to stop you. There's always going to be a naysayer. You know what I say to them? Like some of them, I'll say, I'll ask them too. I was like, are you familiar with this field? Well, no. Well, if I'm nice to them, I say, well, I'll be all right. And if they funky about it, I'll say, well, this is what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not. What are you going to do about it? I'm serious. Let them know they're not important to you. The most important person that you got to deal with is yourself. Believe in yourself. There's always going to be somebody. There's always somebody going to say, oh, this ain't going to happen. This ain't going to happen. Shoot, I've had it happen, just being on different social media things. I'm not supposed to have the following that I do now. And that's continually growing. I've had some people come on here and say, oh, nah, this won't work. Oh, apparently it's working. In fact, use it. Do something I do. I use it to fuel me. I use it. I was like, oh, I must be doing something right. Okay, thank you. Hey, that's how you got to do it sometimes, all right? That's how you have to do it. So I want y'all to remember that, okay? I want y'all to remember that. Don't listen to the naysayers. Believe in yourself no matter what. Only deal with the people who, at the very least, even if they're giving constructive criticism, they helping you out, okay? They helping you reach your dream. They only listen to yourself and to them. And then everybody who genuinely supports you, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.